we go. Hello.
Hey.
My name is Shane. I am a dungeon master for Dungeons and Dragons. I specialize in playing DM for kids groups. And I'm here with my son,
Me,
Tristan, who plays as
Destructo.
King Destructo, a
Warforged level 4 monk.
Warforged monk, and together we play a duet game of Dungeons and Dragons. Nope, close that. Silence that. We play a game of duet Dungeons and Dragons, just the two of us, and put it out on the internet for people to enjoy. So thank you guys for checking us out. A few quick things about today's stream. We have the D&D Beyond interactive overlay up, so if you want to, you can take a look at the stats for Destructo and follow along. It'll be live updating as Tristan updates his D&D Beyond page. We also, this is a big announcement, drum roll. We have the sign-ups open for our February campaign for Adventure Guild. So you can visit beholdgamers.com/events to sign up if you have a young one who's interested in Dungeons and Dragons. Between the ages of 9 and 14, you can visit beholdgamers.com/events to sign up for our February campaign of Adventure Guild. It will be a classic dungeon crawl that they'll be going through, so that'll be really fun. Also, we're going to be uploading new content on our Twitch channel here every week. I am going to start 2 days a week streaming Baldur's Gate, the classic computer game Baldur's Gate, which starts off in a setting that I think is going to be quite important in the coming weeks. It starts you off in Candlekeep, and that comes on the heels of the announcement from Wizards of the Coast that they will be launching Candlekeep Mysteries, a new adventure anthology with 17 adventures that comes out March 16th. So tune into our Twitch. We'll chat about Candlekeep Mysteries while I play Baldur's Gate around Candlekeep. So be sure to check in for that. If you've been following us on Instagram, you probably noticed I've been putting up all kinds of cryptic pictures saying that there's going to be some surprise on the stream today. Let me just go ahead and play a little video where I took all of these little photos from.
Happy birthday to you! Woo! Happy birthday to you! Woo! Happy birthday, dear Rosie! Happy birthday to you! Oh! Oh my God!
Hey, so here we've got my younger brother, Matt. He surprised all of us flying in from Seattle, and he came in. So what we were doing there, we were celebrating my youngest two's birthday. They share a birthday on January 13th. They're just 2 years apart, and so I had no idea. I had no idea that they were coming in, so we were all kind of taken by surprise. The only one on that video who was in on the joke was my wife, Allison, who you saw just sort of watching me, waiting to see if I reacted. So here is my little brother, Matt. We are born the same day, 3 years apart. So yeah, big surprise. He is going to join us and play today. So if we have any new viewers, feel free to hop in the chat. I've actually got it up and running right now. So, Matt, thank you for joining Saturday Morning Wartoons.
Thank you for having me. It was actually one of the things that I knew was going to be the most fun when I came over. So I was really looking forward to surprising you and then hopping on this stream. Just so you guys know, it was actually one of Shane's ideas to try and Skype me in, but obviously for the first time getting to do it live in person is much more fun than just joining from Skype, so hopefully we have a good time.
Yep. Now let me double check because I think my microphone. How's that? Oh, there we go. I think my mic is working a lot better now. I don't know if you guys could hear me earlier, but I think that should be better. Matt, give us a test.
Test.
Tristan, give us a test.
Test.
And me, I'll give it a test. That looks good.
Test.
All right. So let's, now that we've got all our players here, just an update. Hey, Auntie Mary. Good morning. If you go onto our Twitch overlay, you can see on the left-hand side, it should have King Destructo and Matt's character, which we will be introducing in just a little bit. So let's kick it off. Last week, Tristan battled a hill giant.
Which smelled really disgusting.
Yes.
That is all hill giants.
And so, having defeated the hill giant, you found a village nearby where you found out that the hill giant had already been sort of terrorizing the local villagers, kidnapping and possibly eating a lot of the local villagers, including the smaller residents of the village.
Yeah.
Not a very pleasant thought, but you told them that you defeated this giant. They were very thankful, but they told you something else. That they have recently been plagued by snakes. And they were very cryptic in describing the previous residents in this region that they had met some time ago. But recently they have lost touch with them. They don't know what's going on, but snakes keep coming out of the forest nearby. And you have agreed to help them. Emmy, the captain of the flying ship that was aiding you up until this point, took the rest of her crew and is returning to Karamis, splitting up with you, leaving you with Kaparkos, who is now a new sidekick for you. You have a sidekick healer. And also Galax, your trusty companion and sidekick. All right. So, Emmy has left. You, Kaparkos, and Galax are preparing to leave the village to make your way to the wood along the hillside, about a quarter to a half mile away. Is there anything in town you'd like to pick up first?
Unless there is like something I can buy or something, then no.
Okay. Did you want to take some time looking at the items that you've gotten? I know there were some mysterious items that you had, specifically the sword hilt. You don't know what it is yet?
No.
You want to spend some time examining it?
Yes.
Okay.
Investigation check or just...
Well, you spend about an hour looking over this thing, and Koparkos spends some time with you looking at it. As he examines it, he tells you there is a strange magical quality to it. This sword hilt, as you give it further inspection, has a wolf's head at the base of the hilt. And right where the blade meets that hilt, it is sort of shattered, but you see, instead of steel, there's some sort of a sharp black material at the tip where the sword blade would begin to meet with that hilt. I think it's called the tang. I don't know. Somebody check that out for me. What is that part where the sword meets the hilt? Check that out. Put it in the chat. But it's a hard black material that you don't know. He can't decipher the magical qualities of this blade. He says perhaps if you were to find the rest of it, you would be able to uncover more of its secrets. The real Koparkos Caparcos Prime could probably help you figure out exactly what that is.
Okay.
So, but there's definitely a strange magical quality to this blade or this hilt.
If I can figure out where he is.
Yeah.
The
Well,
real
probably when you get back to Karamis, you can search him out.
I'll probably be still helping out EM.
L10 more. Yeah. Okay. So on your way then, off to the wood.
Yeah.
Okay. As you make your way towards the forest, at the edge of the wood, you see the hills kind of rolling, and the wood actually goes up into the hills, so it has this sort of elevating quality to it. It almost looks like the trees in the center of the wood are getting taller, but at points you can see little breaks in the trees where land is exposed, so you realize you're looking up and the forest is going up a hill. But there at the edge of the forest is a horse just standing at the edge, looking out at the hillside. And as you get closer and closer, the horse begins to buck and move, and you see this horse stamping out something on the ground.
I'm gonna walk up to see what it's looking at.
Okay. As you approach, this horse you see is stamping out. There's just hordes of snakes coming out of the forest. And some of them are even moving past the horse and are making their way towards you.
Initiative?
Not yet. The snakes now reach you, but they don't engage you. They move right past. They're heading towards the village.
I am going to try and cut one of them with my arm blade.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Okay. At least I have a +6 on my arm blade attack. 15 to hit.
Okay. 15 will hit.
Okay, time for the damage. And that's 5 damage.
5. Okay. So you start cutting through a whole swarm of snakes. And you're making your way up to the horse still? Okay. So you're cutting through these snakes, but there's just so many of them that you won't be able to fight them all off. Eventually the horse stops as the snakes pass him by. And eventually they pass you by, making their way towards the village. It would be nearly impossible to stop that many snakes that have come out. But they are making their way towards the village now. But you were standing there and there's that horse. And it's looking out at the snakes and it looks almost dejected.
I'm just gonna run up to the village and warn them about the snakes.
Okay. So you want to run all the way back? Oh, before the snakes reach you? Do you want to do that? Or after you fight the one?
Before they reach me.
Okay. I'll say you fight the one. You don't make your way up towards the horse. After you attack the snakes and realize there's too many, you run back to the village and give them warning. And they immediately start closing all their doors and preparing. It seems like they've readied for this kind of thing. It's become almost a routine for them.
Well, of course it has.
But remember, they wanted you to find out the source of the snakes. They've
Yeah.
gotten used to this. They want you to find the source of the snakes.
Yeah. So
Okay.
after warning them, I will head back up there. With
Okay.
Galax.
Okay. And you and Galax. Okay, Caparcos will stay behind and help the village
Yeah.
then. Okay,
Yeah.
sounds good. So you and Galax go back up to the wood, and there standing is still that horse at the edge of the forest, just sort of watching, looking out, and it sees you, and it almost begins staring at you as you approach.
I'm just gonna walk slowly to it, staring at it the same way it's staring at me.
Okay. It doesn't seem to budge as you approach. It looks down at you and then continues looking out.
I'm just gonna keep walking towards it.
You're right next to it.
Okay then.
What would you like to do with?
Animal handling,
What do you want to try to do?
tame it.
You're gonna mount it?
Yes.
Okay.
And that is a 11.
Okay. So you brush the horse. It seems like brushes off to the side like this a little bit, like not sure about you. But it doesn't seem to mind too much, and you very quickly hop onto its back.
Okay.
And
I just said-
suddenly,
What happens?
I don't know what happens.
So at that point, you see the top half of the horse turn into the body of a human as he turns towards you and says, "Will you get off of me?"
Ah! It's a good thing I wasn't in a building that was 10 stories high, or I would shoot through all the floors.
What do you do?
I do that thing, except we wouldn't be in a building.
So you jump off the horse like as high as you can, whoa! And you land on your backside, and you're like looking at this thing, not expecting what you saw.
You're
What
new here,
the-
aren't you?
Yes.
What are you doing here?
I'm trying to figure out what all these snakes are doing here. That's what I'm doing here.
What is your intention with the snakes? Why do you care?
I'm trying to destroy them and figure out the source and stop it.
Well, in that case, my name is Doris. And it seems as if we have the same mission. I reach down and pull him up to his feet.
Okay. The centaur figure pulls you up to your feet. Now you're standing face to face. Just he's slightly taller than you.
Yeah, because he has the body of a horse.
Anything you want to say?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask him if we are going to head into the woods now.
Yes. The source of the snakes are coming from the woods. They have ravaged my people.
I'm gonna head into the woods
Okay.
from the direction in which the snakes came.
Okay. Doris can lead you. Doris, I'll just kind of give a little backstory. Doris explains to you that he is a member of a druidic circle that inhabited this region. But a strange evil force has moved its way through the ranks of that druidic circle and has now corrupted many of his former companions. He is the only one that he knows of remaining uncorrupted, and he aims to rid his druidic circle of that corruption.
Alright.
And that is the conversation that goes on while you guys sort of make your way deeper into the woods here. You find yourselves now at a small clearing after about an hour's travel. a small clearing in the woods at the crest of a hill inside the forest. From the top of that hill, you can almost make out the village through the trees. There is a very odd smell, a swampy, dank smell to this forest in this area. And Tristan, for the first time, you see, and Doris, a very familiar sight to you, a series of standing stones and a ring of pebbles in the center, sort of creating some sort of druidic ritual site. As you approach, I need you both to make investigation checks.
I'm horrible at investigation.
Or perception.
Let's see which one I'm better at. Investigation, a -1. And perception, a +3. Okay, I'll go with my perception.
15 for me.
Okay.
Yeah, and a 4 for me.
4? Okay. Doris, as you move in, you're very cautious to approach this place. You've not been here for several months at least. As you move in, you hear the drawing of a bowstring as it pulls back. Any who come into this circle shall not leave alive.
Do I know where it's coming from?
You hear it off across from where you guys are. But then you hear footsteps, hoof steps from other directions kind of closing in around you guys.
Footsteps from all directions?
Yes. Doris, are you ready to accept the gift?
I do not want this gift that you speak of.
I'm gonna take out my other regular centaur.
Okay, you're dual wielding right now? Okay, so arm blade is out, you draw your other scimitar, and you're standing ready. You kind of back up to Doris, and Galax backs up to you. You should not have come back, Doris. This is no place for one such as you, the unwilling, the untouched. I need you both to roll initiative.
It's a good thing I have a +4 on initiative. And I got a 13.
All right. So let me
And you got 17. You go before me, of course, I guess.
change something here. Okay. So on the map here, so these are the standing stones. So right there, that one is kind of broken up. And then the pebble ring on the inside. And so there's various trees around the area there. These are just the ones at the edge. Any further out and it gets very thick. This is the thinned out area. Okay. There. Over here. And you guys are coming out of this side here. Tristan, do you have your minis in your bag? Were they there, or did we separate those out?
Not really.
Okay.
On second thought, no. Yeah, I don't feel them.
All right. At this point, out of the woods, you see a number of other figures kind of appearing. All of them have some sort of centaur look to them. A leader steps forward. Actually, I'll have this one be the leader. And then let me get your minis. Oh. Okay, this will be Doris. We'll just use that mini to represent you.
Okay.
Tristan, I don't have your mini in here. Tell you what, we'll use a different one
Yeah,
for
that's
you and
because we didn't.
Sparkos.
Yeah, that's because we didn't order.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
not that one.
Yeah,
The one
Yeah,
we've
that's-
been using.
yeah, but still, I mean, like, it hasn't gotten here yet.
Yeah, no worries. We can use something else for now.
He's been using this night like mini.
Aragorn.
Oh.
Okay. Here, so you will be in red, Tristan. And you're sort of leading alongside Darius, and Galax is hanging out behind you there. Okay. So.
I need to make one for Galax.
Yes, you do. Roll for Galax. What was yours, Tristan?
13, and for Galax,
What was yours?
17.
Galax gets a 9.
Okay. So, Doris gets to go first. You hear the bowstrings ready to fire from the back. All of those guys there all have bows drawn on you. They are not members of your druidic circle. These are figures that you don't recognize. The only person that you recognize is the centaur companion that you had there, a former companion of yours, Marth,
Okay.
and then there are 2 other centaurs on each side. Both of them have their just quarterstaffs, and then these figures here look like smaller goblinoids that are drawing bows. So your druid circle is now working alongside goblins.
Joy. Love it when that happens.
So you are up.
Wait, do you love it when that happens?
All right. So the only one I really have direct access to is that one there.
Yep.
Okay.
These pebbles here, this area is difficult terrain. Anything there and in that area is difficult terrain. You can take cover behind these standing stones. This one here is only half cover.
Okay.
I can mark that down.
All right. So I'm going to actually move behind this one here.
Okay.
Take cover right here.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna produce flame.
Okay. Where are you producing flame?
So that one will just stay with me. I'm producing it, it stays in my hand.
In your hand. Okay.
And I will end my turn there.
All right. So you have your human upper body producing this fire in your hand. Next up is Destructo. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna charge up to the one on the lower far right
Okay.
and make an attack roll against him.
On this one?
Yeah.
What is your movement speed?
40 feet walking.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. You can get that far.
Could I make the dash action too?
Can you do it as a bonus action?
No.
Okay. Remember, you have 20 bullets again.
20 bullets for my pistol?
Yep.
Okay. Then I'm gonna stay there and fire.
Okay. Are you going to take cover or are you just going to stand where you are?
I'm going to stay where I am and then blast it.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can aim and fire from there.
Its close range is 30 feet and its long range is 90.
Okay.
I want to get...
So you would be firing with disadvantage.
I want to get as close as possible and then fire.
Okay.
Without flashing.
10, 2. All right, you would still have disadvantage. On any of them. You wouldn't be able to get close enough for any of them.
Okay, then I'll just run up and fire.
Okay. You're gonna stand over here.
No, as close as possible.
Okay. Right there.
10 to hit.
10. 10 will not hit.
Then I'm going to try and fire off my crossbow.
Okay.
It
You.
has 80 feet of range.
But as your attack action, you use the pistol.
Yeah, but as my bonus attack action, I'm going to use my crossbow.
Can you? Are you allowed to? Check your bonus actions. I don't think.
If I go... Okay, when I take the attack... it doesn't say that I need to hit.
What does it say? Read it aloud. I want to hear.
Okay. When I take the attack action and attack with a light melee weapon
Melee weapon. You
Melee.
used a ranged weapon.
that I'm holding in one hand, I can use a bonus action to attack with a different light melee weapon that I'm holding in the other hand. I don't
Yeah.
have
Those are both. What you're trying to do is ranged weapons. So, no other bonus actions. I don't think there's anything you can do unless you spend a key point right now. But you're not within range to do much to anybody. Anything else you want to do? Remember your reaction. Okay.
Aside from moving behind that one there,
Okay. Yeah.
nothing else.
Let me see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Yeah, you can make it. Okay. So as you're running to that cover, you fire off
And pistol.
your pistol.
And
Boom,
missed.
and you quickly reload it because you have that gunner feat that you took. Okay. The goblins on their turn are going to loose their arrows. This one fires off, but you guys are fully concealed, can't be seen by it. So it is going to go for Galax. That misses. This one can't see anything, so it's going to shift over. And also fire at Galax.
Oh, Galax out there die.
What is Galax's armor class?
14.
Okay, that misses. You have half cover against that guy, so increase your armor class by 2 for the time being.
Then I have 20 armor class.
Natural 1.
Ha!
That won't cut it.
Yeah, even if you got something and rolled
Okay, the 2
and
last goblin
19,
here is
you
going
still
to.
wouldn't get me. They have 20 cover.
Alright, that one does not really see Galax over there, but it's gonna peek out and try to fire at you. You again have half.
20.
You have 3/4 cover on that one.
So how much?
3/4 cover is. Let me double check. +5 to your armor class.
Then that means I have 23 armor
Oh,
class.
well, I got a 21, so that sucks. Okay, so that misses. The druids begin to close in.
Druid, I think you mean goblins.
No.
These are other druids.
Really, weren't you saying goblins?
There are some goblins and some
Okay.
druids.
What if there are goblins that were druids? That'd be weird. I don't think you would.
And they both cast a spell on themselves. This druid moves back and also casts a spell on themselves. Galax. It's Galax's turn.
Okay, Galax will try and use his short bow.
Against?
+5 to hit against whoever he can see within range.
Okay, this one right here.
Yep.
Okay.
+5 to hit.
So Galax pops out from behind the tree. That goblin did not see him.
18 to hit.
That'll hit. Roll your damage.
10 damage.
10. Okay. Boom.
Oh.
You hear a as the goblin falls unconscious on the floor.
4.
Yep. Anything else? Does Galax want to move any further?
Aside from getting some cover.
Well,
Can you move that far?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Well, about that far.
Okay.
Yep, right there. Okay.
We'll still have some cover.
So you guys take cover. All right.
And he's also going to use the helpful action.
Not within range of any enemies right now. Doris, you are up.
All right. So, I am going to sneak around this side.
And knock me down.
Knock you down. I'm a big horse. What can I say?
Ooh.
Let's see, 20. Can I? No, I'm still out of range for that for him. So I have to get to here. Can I occupy that space?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, so I get within the distance for him, and then I'm gonna the flame that I produced last turn. I'm gonna launch at him as an attack move.
Okay.
That should hit.
13. I don't know if I get. I don't think I get any bonuses with
For
this.
produce flame?
Yeah.
13 will not hit. Let me double check produce flame. Oh, it's a ranged spell attack.
Oh no,
so
it's actually +4.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's in my attack. So 17 to hit.
17 barely hits, yes.
Okay.
Against this guy?
Yes.
Oh no, 17 hits, yeah. That's you hit.
7. Yeah.
It explodes into a burst of fire.
And
What color is your druidic flame, by the way? I mean, you can change it every time, but if you want to flavor it yourself, that's up to you.
I'll make it a very deep blue for now.
Okay.
Why? So that it looks like it's super duper hot.
Just for kicks.
Okay.
I thought about going Mace Windu purple for it, but opted not to.
Mace Windu, as in Mace Windu lightsaber purple.
Yep. And then with the remaining 10 feet that I have to move, I'm going to move behind this tree here.
Okay. Taking cover behind the tree. All right. Destructo, you are up.
Now I'm going to just try and shoot my crossbow at the one that was by where Matt took out.
That one there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to move up within range and fire.
All right. If you move up over here, you could get in range to use your pistol.
Okay, I'll stay there and use my pistol
Okay.
without any disadvantage. Nice.
And then this block still gives you half cover if you're standing, but you can always duck down to get full cover.
13 to hit.
13 will hit.
Arr.
Go ahead and make your attack roll,
Oh, it's a D10.
or your damage roll. D10 for the pistol.
Yeah, I think there's my D. No.
That one right there.
Alright. +4 damage too. 10 damage, he's dead.
And he drops to the ground. Ugh.
And then I'm
Okay.
gonna duck back.
Okay, you're gonna duck down.
Yep,
Okay, you duck down, quickly reload your pistol.
because I have that gun ability. I'm gonna recover that thing after this.
Okay. No bonus actions. It's their turn. You guys are both kind of taking cover. This one comes around and is going to fire. You have no cover against that one. Sorry, Tristan. That is the druid. Oh, he's after the goblins. My bad. I have one more goblin. Alright, you have half cover against that guy. 16 does not hit, I'm guessing, huh?
Not with
You
half
have-
cover.
You have a ridiculous armor class anyway.
Yes! I have a ridiculous
If you want to
armor.
see Tristan's Destructo stats, you can use that new Twitch overlay. Let me know how it's working in the chat. I want to.
Don't worry, I can just tell you my armor class now. 18.
Oh, they can see it on stream.
Yeah,
Okay.
we want to give them a chance to take a
Okay.
look and see your build.
So that misses. The druids on their turn.
Ooh.
You see his skin has transformed into this bark-like appearance.
Oh, I know that spell. I saw it in a book I have. It's a spell called Bark Skin.
Yep.
Didn't you just move him twice since you already moved him before accidentally?
Yeah, but he still had movement
Okay,
left.
I just want to make sure.
Yes, he still had movement left. Don't
Wait,
worry.
he's like right within 5 feet range, and with gun ability,
I'm
I don't
not
have
cheating.
disadvantage in 5 feet.
I've known this guy for 30 years. That's the kind of move he'd do.
I'm not cheating.
Okay, so Matt, either
Dungeon
you
Masters
shoot
never
him
cheat.
or you shoot somebody else,
hold
and
on.
I blast that.
I should say I cheat all the time, but it's always in your guys' favor.
All the time,
Every time, all the time. I fudge the numbers all the time.
even on multiplayer video games.
No. I'm talking about Dungeons and
Only when
Dragons.
he's doing D&D.
I cheat,
Wants to make sure we have a good time.
Okay,
and it's always in the player's favor. Okay, he is going to. Ooh.
could you see what spell that was?
All right, I need both of you to make Constitution saving throws.
At least I have a 15 Constitution, which means I plus 2,
Yeah.
Constitution saving throw.
but I have a 15 on Constitution.
Ooh, give me that 5, baby.
Give me that 10, which will probably not save. When I go for a save, I'm guessing. Womp, womp, womp.
So what'd you get, Tristan?
10.
Okay. The Centaur druid rears its hoofs up and pounds them into the ground, and this thunderous boom emanates, wood shattering, stone flying up off the ground, a near explosion in front of him. Just emanates outward.
Whoa, could you tell me what that spell is after this? Because I want it.
I'll tell you right now. It's Thunder Wave.
Okay, I gotta get it.
So this thunderous boom of his hooves.
Okay, so do I just get sent flying?
Well, we'll see.
I'm ready for my
Both of you take 10 thunder damage
10.
and are pushed back 10 feet away from him.
Well, actually thrown back 10.
So you're like over there. Boom.
We get sent flying.
Yeah, so both of you are like, and you're pushed back as you hold back, and
Whoa!
dust and dirt and wood chunks fly and just hit you. Cover doesn't affect that. Sorry.
I assumed cover wouldn't help me from a destroyed tree directly in front of me.
Yeah, just pelted with
It
bark.
completely rips apart that tree.
And
out of
as he
existence.
pounds his hoofs into the ground, he peeks his head around the tree and goes,
Actually have a very important... Is that tree still standing or did he obliterate it?
No, it's still there. It's just splintered.
Okay.
Like it looks, if you've ever seen like a telephone pole
Yeah.
that got hit by a car, just the wood splits like that.
Okay.
But it is still standing, but barely.
Okay.
Okay.
I know what he's gonna want to do. Okay.
Okay, next turn I want somebody to obliterate something like a tree or a stone. And by stone I mean a gigantic stone. Like one of those standing stones.
And these druids. Now we're closing in. They dash to get up to you on their turn. All right. Back up to Darius. Your turn.
Get that
And
guy
Tristan,
holy.
get ready. You're next.
I already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to blast that guy with my pistol.
Yeah, let's go ahead and So since I noticed that this tree is barely hanging on, I'm gonna go up and attempt to knock it down. And I'm gonna do the very unsafe thing here. I'm gonna knock it towards. How tall is the tree actually?
The tree is probably, I mean, it's like a long pine tree, so
Okay.
75 feet.
Okay.
Okay, it's gonna crash down on those dudes.
Yeah. So I'm gonna push it.
Actually,
towards-
that's a smaller tree, so maybe only about 25 feet.
So still long enough where if I get it, I can hit
Yeah.
both of those
Yeah,
guys. Okay.
it's long enough.
So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna come this way here, and I'm gonna try and is and do I think it's splintered enough where if I can force it down by pushing, or do you think I have to hit a weapon?
It's like,
So a nice forceful push will do it, and be better aimed than if I just knock it out.
yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna come around this side. And I'm gonna push it down towards that guy.
Make an attack roll against the tree.
Okay. 10.
10? Well, it doesn't have an armor class. You just made it. Okay, so that you managed to get your hoofs up onto the tree and you're pushing it down. I need you to roll. I'm trying to come up with how I'm going to do this here.
Dexterity.
Roll a d4. D6.
I want to make a dexterity save in this thing.
4.
4. You knock it down, and it barely clips the two of them. They are going to take some crushing damage because of this.
Okay, does it not hit me?
Luckily.
So it goes like
I'm
just in front of my toes.
Making up this crushing damage on the fly. I have no idea what crushing damage would be for a tree. Actually, I'm going to give them a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up by it so that I get to make it.
Oh.
You know what?
What is their
But I
dexterity?
have a +6
That
on
one failed.
dexterity.
That one succeeded. Okay, so the one closest, because Tristan and the Standing Stone and his companion there are behind him, he kind of gets stuck as he watches this tree. Ah! And then it comes down on top of him. Okay, so that is number 2. 11. All right. So he takes some crushing damage. This one manages to just dodge out of the way. He takes half damage. But yeah, the tree is now down. So this tree is gone. That's right. I just licked my finger and did that. But the tree is down. Parts of the stump remain, which will make it difficult terrain right there in that spot.
Mm-hmm.
That's difficult terrain.
Anything for the trunk? Or does it shatter?
Yeah, it just splinters apart as you push up. You're tall enough, you just and get your hooks on top and the tree falls.
Either of them just bleh.
No, they're not splatted yet.
They literally got crushed by a tree.
No, they managed to get enough out of the way where, and the tree was already splintered, and the one that was closest caught the tail end of some of that splintered half of the trunk, so it kind of just broke apart around him. So anything else? Bonus actions, spells you want to cast?
You know what? Since produce flame is no, because I have something else I want to do in my next one.
Produce flame is an action.
Yeah, but I have other things that I want to do anyway. So. Yeah, I don't have anything that I really want to do right now.
Okay. Well, we haven't seen the full force of your weaponry yet.
Not yet.
Destructo. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna try and blast that guy who used thunder wave on me.
Okay. This one here.
Yeah, with my pistol.
You're using a ranged weapon attack, and
my pistol.
Okay. He is behind one of his allies. So he has cover because of that.
Alright, then I'm just gonna slash at that guy instead.
Okay. You have both of these guys within range, so you can slash at number 2 first. Make your attack roll. Are you using your scimitar or unarmed strike?
Scimitar.
Okay.
It was an
8
plus
plus
6. So I think it hits.
14.
Yeah.
14 is a miss.
What?
Because remember, they have like bark skin. Now, we haven't been using this. I'm going to remind you of it. But you need to start remembering it. The Bracers of Bahamut.
Okay, I'm gonna use the Bracers of Bahamut on this top.
Do you remember how to use them? I know you haven't been. That's why I'm reminding you.
Click Bracers of Bahamut. How do I use them again?
Should add a 1d6.
1d6, gotta use a 1d6. 1d6, okay.
Someone named Resident Trex says Matt Cower Power.
Matt Cower Power?
That's a great friend that I used to play D&D with in high school.
I'll say hello.
And yeah, Cower Power is the way to go.
All right, so you add d6.
Yes, plus a 3.
So what is that total?
17.
17. Barely hits. Yep. Okay, so roll your damage with your scimitar.
Did it do piercing or slashing? Because it just
Slashing.
barely hit. Okay. Still does my slashing damage. And it's 8 damage. He's dead.
8.
Yes. He should be dead.
That's number 2. Nope, still alive.
Okay, I'm gonna hit him again.
You're going to use your offhand weapon or are you going to use one of your key points?
I think you're gonna find out in just one moment.
Just off.
After I use one of my key points.
It's still early. I think there's more combat that can come up later.
Just offhanded.
Flurry of blows.
Okay, go for it. Flurry of blows.
And all you need to know is that it got an 18 and
18 hits. Okay,
just
roll.
barely more than last time.
Roll your damage.
And that would be 7 damage.
7. Okay, that is enough.
And I'm going to use my next hit against the other one.
Okay, you can move and then
Yeah,
continue
and then-
your flurry of blows. All right, go ahead. Roll your next attack on him.
You're dead. Well, hopefully.
You turn around and
Yeah, it doesn't work.
you try to punch him and you hit the standing stone, like so you see it in slow motion and the dust and rubble from the stone just sort of sprays everywhere as he ducks under your blow.
Well, at least now he's
And spend 1 key point.
I already did.
Okay.
Is he temporarily
The druids.
blinded by all the
Oh.
dust and stuff?
This guy on his turn. He's going to fire his arrow at you behind the tree. After seeing you knock down this tree, he's like, oh!
Woo! And it goes whizzing past them.
Yeah. Natural 1. Natural 1. Okay. The druids on their turn. Let's see how many spell slots they've got still.
Yes, you wanted gold heroes. Nya, 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 nya. Oh jeez. I just came up
Okay.
with an awesome idea. But you're gonna have to get a dragon while I am in a city, but I'll have to get a recording of a video first. And then I'll play it while the dragon burns down the city.
Okay, so this one is going to attempt 1, 2, that was 3. Thunderwave won't really work much again. Alright, he is going to attempt to cast the Entangle spell. I need both of you
Dexterity.
to make a strength saving throw.
At least I have a +3 on them. 13.
13.
13 as well.
13. You guys both save. Okay. But the ground in this area is all difficult terrain. But you guys are not restrained. The vines suddenly shoot up from the ground, and both of you sort of just shake off, and you use your arm blades to break these things apart. You use your hooks to tramp down the ground around you as these vines try to take over. But these vines are still sort of wriggling around, trying to grab at you, so it's difficult terrain there. He is going to retreat back. None of you are in range to...
Come on, I want him to try and obliterate something with Thunder Wave.
and this one here...
Somebody obliterate something with Thunder Wave.
Still out of range of Thunderwave. That one is going to cast a spell, and you see him look up, and there's a squirrel up in the tree. Or, not a
tree?
A squirrel up in this tree here. He looks up, casts a spell, and says, "Tell Mother, we are under attack." And with that, the squirrel leaps down off the tree, and you see it open its arms and take flight, heading along that direction there.
A flying squirrel?
Yep.
Jeez.
That is their turn.
Wait,
Galax.
Oh.
Galax is up.
Alex is gonna move as close as he can to this guy here by me.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay.
Okay, and then slash at him with his short sword.
Okay.
Uh, 17 hits.
17
Barely hits.
barely hits.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna go.
He still is not taking damage, by the way.
Yes, I'm well aware.
Yeah. I'm saving him for my pistol. I'm saving. Okay, and that would be 6
6. Okay.
slashing damage because instead of trying to stab him, I tried to cut him.
All right.
But if he dies, then I'll try
Bonus
to stab.
action?
Helpful.
Okay. He's
But-
using the helpful bonus action.
But if Galax ends up killing that guy instead of doing slashing damage, tell me and I'll do piercing damage.
Okay.
Instead.
Doris, you are up.
Alright. I am going to. Is there anything back this way?
Just more dense forest.
Okay, so I can't retreat back into it.
You could if you wanted to.
Well, I was trying to, since I'm a perfect amount of spaces away from it. I was going to loop around and charge him.
You have to travel 30 feet?
Yep.
Yeah, no, I'll allow it.
Okay.
Which one are you going after that?
That guy right there.
Okay.
So I'm going to loop around, charge up to him, and then I'm going to take my first attack with my flail.
Oh.
All right. So as I charge up to him, I loop around and I pull out my flail, which is
A wyvern tail.
a flail that on the end, instead of a large, giant, normally metal spike, it is the end of a wyvern tail.
Not just one. 3 wyvern tails.
Thor.
Yep.
Yep.
This is a homebrew item that I made just last night in making this character in about, 20 minutes?
Yeah.
We made this character.
Wait.
And so I homebrewed an item to make this character just really, really cool.
Yeah.
It's got 3 wyvern tails. On a hit, it deals an extra 1d6 poison damage.
On a hit, it deals. Let's see here. On a hit, roll an additional 1d6 poison damage. On a critical, roll an additional 3d6 instead.
Boom. You see how I like to give cool items? Okay.
Okay, you gotta give me a cool item.
You have a cool item. You just wrote down in your book that it's boring because you're not willing to look what it is.
Yeah, I don't even
Boom.
I don't
Alright,
even
so that's
know
not
what
gonna
to
work.
start looking for.
10 to hit.
10 will not hit.
Okay, but since I charged him, I get to make an additional attack with my hooves. So my little feetsies are gonna rear up and miss him again with another 10 to hit.
Use
So
thunder waves.
I really just kind of, pun intended, flail around and do nothing.
Do you have? If
That
you
was-
have the thunder wave stuff, use it
That was
on one
bad.
of these
That was a
guys.
rather lame introduction. to this
Destructo. I know. I was like hoping. Oh, get a crit. Get
Right?
a crit.
Right.
Get a crit.
Gonna crit just obliterate this person.
Okay, Destructo, you are up.
I'm gonna try and kill this guy in front of me.
Okay. You have
Barely
advantage.
hit.
You have advantage.
Oh wow.
Didn't he use
Roll
that?
one more. Roll one more. Just one more.
Okay. Net 20 critical damage.
Boom, 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 boom. we gotta get something.
gonna get a button
some sort of
that
sound
does that
effect. Boom, 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 boom. Critical hit. Okay. Double your damage dice.
Oh nice. That's 26 damage. Plus 4. Okay, yeah, I think this guy's dead.
What do you got?
I'd say it was 11 damage.
11 damage. Okay, so you slash through, and he rears back his hooves, and he drops to the ground.
Curve! Oh! You gotta get a button for that.
All right. I should get a button for that. You gotta
Yeah.
get that. Gotta get that stream deck thing. Huh?
Yeah, you gotta get that kind of thing.
What did you call it?
Especially if you get an unarmed strike on that guy.
Okay.
Ding, ding, ding!
All right.
Hey, oh!
You have movement and a bonus action.
Okay, I'm going to run up by that guy.
Boop, boop.
Hi, you.
Hmm? Hey, you.
What are you? Oh,
All right,
what do you
roll.
want?
What are you using? Unarmed strike or your offhand scimitar? You gonna uppercut with your scimitar hand?
got him with my unarmed strike.
Okay. Well, you're gonna kick him then, because you're dual wielding your scimitars right now. But go ahead and roll your attack.
That's why I'm gonna uppercut
Yeah.
him
So roll.
with my foot.
Okay. Go.
Barely hits.
11 plus what?
Plus 6.
Okay.
I have plus 6 on
Oh
my
no, that's a
attack.
goblin, so it doesn't have his high armor class. But yeah, you hit him. Roll your damage.
Oh, this guy is a probably gonna go down. And 6 damage
6 damage. Okay.
if you go down.
You come up and hey you, bing, kick him, and you even hear like a little bell go off, bing, as you catch him right between the legs.
No, it does. No, the bell goes up like ding ding ding.
Yeah, exactly, and he falls.
Wow. Where did that bell sound come from? His stomach or his head?
You just hear it in your head.
Okay.
So that was your movement and your bonus action. You still have 5, 10. You have 15. No, you have 25 feet of movement still. Your movement is 40, right?
Yep. 40 feet for me and 40 feet for him. I'm gonna charge up to.
Yeah, you can get up to him if you
Yep,
wanted to.
I'm gonna charge up to him.
Okay. Yep. So you
And
are
with
right
my epic armor class, this guy's never gonna hit me.
there. Okay. It is his turn. He is the last one remaining. And he is now desperate. He casts some sort of spell, and you see the quarterstaff that he's wielding, kind of vines wrap around it. Green vines just sort of shoot out and wrap around it, and at the top, this big thorny spike appears.
What spell is it? I'm trying to see it, but I can't.
Nah, you don't need to.
Why?
It's Shillelagh.
Shillelagh?
Yep.
Let's
He
see the
basically
reasoning.
just imbues his quarterstaff with magical energy. And
Poison damage, I'm guessing.
just for laughing.
Hey!
No. He misses. He misses, obviously.
Yeah, I just look at it as it swings and then
still-
slams into this stone next to me.
Okay.
Okay.
He is still in the fight. He
Dude, that is
is
super lame.
going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Opportunity attack for me if he moves.
I know. I'm trying to prevent that from happening.
But you're also trying to prevent me from just plain attacking you.
All right.
from happening.
Yeah. He's gonna start running.
And just before he starts running, I'll flip over his head and then slash him.
Okay. You know what? Yeah, go ahead, make your attack roll.
With my own blade. Hits.
What was it?
A
Natural
13 plus a 6.
Okay, yeah, that'll hit. So you jump up and flip off of the.
Yeah, so I
As you
jump up.
run, you jump and flip and come down and pound on him with your sword.
Yeah,
Roll your
so,
damage.
yeah, so I just jump up, kick off of this stone, and
Wow.
ding ding ding!
How much was that? 6 plus.
4 damage, 10 damage total.
Okay. He's still up. Still alive, but he does manage to get back there. Doris, you are up.
Oh, he's really So I will move my maximum. $20, $25, $30, $35, $40. 10, 15, 20. Perfect. Does he have cover from where?
Right there from where you are. No. I'll say no.
Well, and it's I can see him. So, I'm gonna cast Frostbite.
Okay.
Constitution saving throw for him.
What's the DC?
12.
Constitution fails.
Uh-huh.
1.
1 cold
Straight up.
damage.
Yep, 1 cold damage straight up.
Okay. This little bite of ice just sort of shoots at him. All right. Destructo, you are up.
Did we skip his buddy?
Oh, Galax didn't go. Yeah. Have Galax take a turn. I skipped him at the end.
I'm gonna have Galax get as close up to him as he can with the dash action. You.
30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, can get right up on him.
Okay, helpful action then.
Okay, very good.
Yep. And
Now you're
then,
thinking.
and then for my turn, I'm gonna run up as close as possible and then blast that guy with my pistol.
You won't get the advantage. Helpful. I think help will only.
And then I'll just try and.
I mean, you could. Let me see.
Oh, either way, this guy's probably gonna be dead.
A creature you aid gains advantage on the next ability check. You can aid a friendly creature in attacking a creature within 5 feet of you. If your ally attacks the target before your next turn. Oh no, yeah, you can use your pistol.
Alright.
Do you want to, but it's a ranged weapon attack in close range. Does your gunner feat...
Yes, it makes it so that I don't have disadvantage.
Okay, so roll with advantage then. Yeah, that
Wait,
gunner
with
feat.
advantage?
If he's using the helpful action and you don't have disadvantage on your attack roll, that means you get advantage on your pistol attack.
Yeah, if he was using the helpful action and I had disadvantage, would it mean that I just get a regular roll, or would
Nope.
it still have disadvantage?
You get advantage. But yeah, if you did have disadvantage, you would get a regular roll.
Okay. A helpful action can be good for lots of things. Hits.
What is it?
12 plus 6.
18?
Yeah.
Okay.
It barely hits.
Roll
over
your
the-
damage.
Yeah, this guy's just gonna go down. Plus. Okay, 6 damage.
6? Okay.
I just blast him in the chest.
All
with
right.
this thing.
Any bonus action? That was a ranged attack, so I know your bonus actions are a little more limited.
Then I am going to do nothing.
Okay. All right. In one last ditch effort, he raises his quarterstaff.
That's his head!
Game over. Game over.
Really, you're ending this thing early? You really want to?
Another natural 1.
You know that thing's gonna break.
Let it break.
Does
Breaking
it
my
deserve to be
breaking my heart. All right. That one, yeah.
Don't know if it's you or the dice, but one of you are terrible.
I think it's him.
All right. Blue die gets to stay. Okay. He raises his shillelagh quarterstaff, swings it down. You roll out of the way, and with that, slams it into the ground. He lets it go and puts his hands up. I yield. I yield.
Good. And then I'm just gonna wrap all 50 feet of my rope around him.
Around his upper body?
Oh, on all his body.
He's got horse legs.
Including the legs.
Okay, so
Okay, you gonna carry him? Like,
you wrap up his legs. Oh, but he's just, I yield.
And no, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm gonna drag him.
Well, that you're gonna have to make some checks for.
yeah,
but
why don't you...
for
Never
the
mind.
As he tries to wrap up his entire body like he's hog tying a pig, I tell him just to wrap his upper body and gag him.
Okay, I'll do that.
as you put the gag around his mouth, tells you, do not treat me like one of those beasts. Put no rope, put no bridle on me. I will tell you what you need to know, but I will aid you no further.
Maybe
I
we'll
am
let you go.
I am tired of serving Mother.
And who is this guy you call Mother?
I will take you to her. You can face her yourself. I did not have the strength to do so. But perhaps you might be able to overcome.
What, so you want me to overthrow this guy?
He walks you deeper into the forest, a short ways away. And
As we go there, I'm gonna do some healing.
okay. Heal away.
Do you got any healing abilities you could use on me?
I might. We're gonna see here.
Okay. I just need to be healed about 10 HP and I'll be fine.
How many points do you have? 31?
Yeah.
About the same. Okay. So I'll cast Cure Wounds on you.
Okay, then.
It's gonna be. Hold on. It's gonna heal you for 6.
6 damage?
Yep.
Okay.
And I'll do the same for me. Well, lucky me.
Did I get full?
Alright. So he walks you into the forest.
Alright, I'm pretty fine.
And eventually you find that your feet are entering into what seems like some sort of bog. This is something that you don't remember ever being in the wood before, Doris.
Great. This is a great sign. Nothing says everything's perfect like a bog in the middle of a forest where a bog didn't used to exist.
Yeah.
Thin mist.
And a bunch of corrupted guys that used to be your friends are in, and those guys are trying to kill you.
Yep, we'll see.
And they're also
Well,
working with some other guys that you hate.
Let's see what the GM has to say about it.
So, Marf, your former companion that is now yielded to you, gives you a little bit more details as to what has happened in the wood here. This creature that he calls Mother
Matthew.
had corrupted most of the druids in your druidic circle to the point where they were doing her bidding. They also know that a hill giant would frequent the woods, and Mother would commune with this giant, and he would do her bidding as well.
And what was the giant been told to do? Terrorize this village?
Yes.
Outside. Okay, well then I met this hill giant who was terrorizing the village, and then I just killed it.
Okay.
So,
Well, he tells you it sounds like you're at the last steps to end Mother's reign here. I will go no further. Release me from this bondage. I will see you when this is over.
you better. And then I'll release him.
Okay.
And then I am also going...
You guys walk, he directs you, he points you in the direction to go, and you continue further into this bog.
Yeah, but I have both of my weapons drawn.
Okay.
Scimitar and blade scimitar.
You begin to feel more solid ground underfoot as the mist clears. Let's see.
Where did you get that book, Minnie?
I got some cool minis. I just have to paint them all.
Yes, yes you do.
As the mist clears, you look.
And I see some room that has some decorations that look kind of nice to go with this big creek bog.
And they're standing behind some sort of black altar. I'll put these down here.
Wow, this is turning into like one of my dream dungeons I want to go into sometime.
And you guys approach from back here. Show me your marching order. Put your pieces in the marching order you want to be in.
I'm gonna go first because I have 18 armor class, you have 14 armor class. And Galaxy's AC is also 14.
Is my old buddy still with us or no?
No, he left you guys behind.
So Matt, you can decide if you want to go in front of Galaxy or not.
Well, I'll be slightly off to the side of you here in Galaxy.
Okay.
That way I have clear range of motion. I don't have to go around you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going in the front because I have the highest armor class here. It's like 18 armor class, 18 AC. If I get 2 more dexterity, then I think I'm gonna get like 20 armor class.
Well, remember your it uses your bonus, and bonuses go up every 2. So if you get 2 dexterity, you only get 1 to your bonus.
Okay. And I guess it'd be 19-ish. And I can just do an unarmed strike as my attack action if I'm in a really desperate moment.
All right.
I need my armor class to be really high, and yeah.
So there, standing at the altar, is the figure of a beautiful woman.
It was all black.
And just shining with this almost red, radiant light coming from her. The mist around this bog seems to part away from you as you approach her closer. Welcome, travelers. And what tribute have you brought to Mother?
We're here to end this thing. We've been terrorizing a village that is outside of this forest, and we've come to end it.
Ah. So battle then. Roll initiative.
Not the words I would have chosen.
Well, they are the words I would have chosen.
Well, yeah, you are lawful good for a reason, right? Is he still lawful good?
Yep.
Yes, I am still lawful good, and I.
He's
don't-
trying hard to not be.
I was gonna say, like, do lawful good people really loot different things? Yeah.
Okay, so I got
2.
2.
Very terrible.
17 armor class.
And roll for Galax.
Galax. Let me check his dexterity because he doesn't have an initiative. Galax has like the same thing as me.
Okay.
Wait,
you
no.
you will go
Yeah.
first. You're going before Galax. So you say what you say to her. How close? I'll just ask right now. How close do you guys want to be at the start of battle? How close do you approach this female figure? You don't have to stay as far back as I put you.
no,
How
sorry.
close do
At
you want to
least
be?
within, let's say,
You guys get up close to her.
30 feet.
I'll be within movement range.
All right. We'll
I'll
say
be
you
with
guys
you.
kind of come right up
To
I'll
those
be here.
to
To
talk
those-
to her. Yeah. Okay, that works.
those
Just so you know, this is difficult terrain right here. Each of these is an occupied space.
Okay.
So you can't step into those spaces. But this is difficult terrain, but you can stand on top of it.
Okay. I'm gonna go blast my pistol at
Okay.
this guy.
She, from behind that thing, she has half cover, by the way.
Okay, then instead I'm just gonna walk around and say hello, and then slash her with my scimitar. Come on, baby. 23 to hit. I believe that totally hits.
Yeah, that'll hit. Roll your damage.
Badly. It hits badly. And by badly, I mean badly for her.
Okay.
Not badly.
Roll your damage.
10 damage.
Wow. Okay. 10. All right. Are you gonna move up?
I literally moved within the range of my arm blade hitting her.
Oh, you moved up with your arm blade.
Yes, I need 5 feet reach with my arm.
Do you
blade.
want to stand up here?
Sure.
Okay. So that's 20 movement. You have 20 more if you'd like to move anywhere else.
No, and then
Okay.
as my bonus action, I'm gonna slash this guy with my other scimitar.
Okay.
Oh, this guy's soul is dead. 17 to hit.
Just misses.
Okay, this guy has an armor class of 18. same
Ducks
as me.
under your blade. All right.
And it, like, grazes.
Any more
the top of
movement?
it.
You have 20 more feet.
Would she take an opportunity attack on me?
Not if you don't move away from her. You could come around to the back of her if you wanted to.
So
You can
even
reach
if I
that.
hopped off of there, she would get an opportunity?
Nope.
Okay, then I'll hop off of there towards the back.
Okay, so I'll say you run up, jump over, landing behind her, slashing her with your scimitars. Okay. Galax. Galax's turn.
Galax will run around within range of his short bow attack. I think it's short. Yeah. He's gonna move around so that
Okay.
he has a clear sight,
Okay.
and then blast his short bow.
Okay.
Down.
Okay. Next up is her turn. Okay. Destructo. I need you.
What saving throw?
Oh, hold on.
It definitely.
There's 2 parts to this spell.
What?
What's your spell attack bonus? 21 to hit. Pretty sure that hits, right? I need.
Yeah, by 3.
Okay, I need you
And it goes barely over.
to make a charisma saving throw.
Or be charmed.
Nope, just make a charisma saving throw.
Yeah, and I have a +0 on them. Oh, geez. I'll go with this one. It has the higher roll. Why?
What'd you get?
11 plus 9. So what happens if I charm do something?
You feel this magic energy just envelop you.
Okay.
Your
what's
vision goes dark for a moment.
Oh, so blind?
And
Hold on. He's not looking.
you come to, and all around you,
There's a giant maze.
strange visage of just eyes staring at you. Flesh, purpley flesh eyes in a room. And in the center of this room is a black blade.
A black blade. I'm going to take out the hilt and then look back at the blade. And then look at the hilt and then the blade and then the hilt and the blade, and I'm just going to repeat that.
Now you look around, okay, so you're going to take a break from the combat for just a minute.
Mhm.
Make a wisdom check. Just a wisdom check. Roll a d20 and add your wisdom modifier to it.
Okay, +3 wisdom. Okay, not bad. Why? I should
5.
have just kept my mouth shut.
Okay. There is something familiar about this place, but it doesn't come to mind right now.
Can I make a history check?
No, just stick with that. But it's not your turn. We're going to come back into combat here. This is so fun. Darius, you are up. It is your turn. You see Destructo just disappear.
Fun. So if I charge up to her, like for the purpose of my charge, 30 feet straight at her, this won't impact that, right? I can still charge through that.
10, 15, 20, 25.
I have 40 movements.
Yes, you will be able to do that.
Okay.
You can leap right over it, in fact.
Perfect. Easily, I don't have to make a...
No, yeah, you have enough movement to...
Yeah, so.
And you jump straight over that book.
So here's a key rule in D&D. My initial thought was that I was going to jump over that, but that opened me up to the possibility of him making me roll an athletics check, and I wasn't about to do that.
No.
So I asked him for the easy way, and I was waiting to see if he was going to make me do it the hard way.
No. Yeah, just go. Go with it.
Yeah!
The nat 1 strikes again.
Let's just keep going here. 2 nat. Hey, I got a 17. No, okay. So that's going to miss.
Okay, and hoofs.
And the hooves.
Hoofing it.
Hooves, of course. The thing
Hooves
that,
will hit.
The thing that deals 1d4 plus 4 hits, while the thing that does 1d8 plus 5 plus 1d6 misses, of course. 8 damage.
8. Okay.
You were trying to use your wyvern tail, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
Okay.
Clearly the one
Destructo.
better than I did.
It is your turn. You are standing in front of that blade.
Could I make that wisdom check again?
No, not for examining this room. That was just your initial impression.
Okay. Could I make perception check on it?
For what? What are you trying to perceive?
The blade to see
Okay, sure.
what it is. Okay. Thank you, because I am super duper bad at
Okay, roll it.
investigation. And
What is it? 5 plus what?
3.
Okay. You look at the blade. You've already taken out the hilt. Roll with advantage if you've already gotten out the hilt. I know you did. Roll one more d20.
Okay. Please.
Yeah.
Please.
It was this one, by the way.
Oh, okay, that one.
What is it?
A 17 plus a 3.
Okay.
20! Yay!
The markings of the blade match what is on the hilt.
Then I'll drop the hilt and then grab the blade and then pull it up.
No, so the blade doesn't have anything you can grab, does
Yeah,
it?
the blade is there. The hilt, the markings on the hilt, remember where the blade got cut off?
Oh, yeah.
Those markings match the blade.
Then I'm gonna set the blade onto the hilt.
Okay. You set the blade onto the hilt.
And just
And
like
this
just magic.
Flash of white energy just explodes around you. Do me a favor. Go to equipment.
Manage
I
equipment.
didn't have time to do this because
I'm already in manage equipment and items. What do I search for?
Because I'm a bad brother and I surprised him and made him do brotherly activities.
yeah, I couldn't do.
He had all these plans and I had to show up and ruin them.
I didn't have time to. There it is.
Well,
Oh, I put in the wrong.
what do I search for?
I didn't have time to homebrew this, but the blade sets, and you can immediately attune to it if you want. Which means you'll have to unattune to something else you're wearing.
But doesn't that mean I'll use it if I unattune?
You won't be able to use it, so.
Okay. Then I think I'm gonna use this liquid of spider climbing until I'm gonna use this liquid of spider climbing. I don't really use them for anything, so I unattune for them.
Okay.
Okay, so what do I add?
Look up Frostbrand. We'll use that as a filler for now. Because that is what it's going to be, essentially. Except it's going to deal radiant damage instead of cold damage.
Long sword, rapier, scimitar, short sword, or great
Just look up Frostbrand.
No.
2 words.
It is, but it's asking him what he wants to base it off of.
Oh, it's gonna be a scimitar.
scimitar.
It takes the shape of the sword that you want it to be.
Okay.
Perfect. Do you add it in?
I add scimitar.
So, actually, you know what? No, this one's a long sword. You can adjust it later, but it's a long sword.
Literally,
Yep.
I literally just added
It's
scimitar.
Ah, leave it scimitar. Leave it scimitar. We'll do that. Okay, so you put on the blade. This flash of white light surrounds you, and you appear back in the space where you were.
No.
And with that, the beautiful visage that you saw before is taken over by this just monstrous blue appearance with black hair, long claws, and rags hanging down with skulls adorning jewelry on her. Various creatures, skulls, snakes, birds, even possibly humanoids. You also see Darius hanging around her neck are strung together hooves.
I wish you would have told me that before I got right next to her.
Well, she just revealed herself and she turns to you. She said, "You have the lover's hilt." She wasn't expecting that.
Swing it around.
All right. I will give you one attack and no movement. Everything else that you did in that turn, you just sort of grab the blade,
So it
put
does,
it on.
So it does radiant damage?
It does radiant damage instead of cold. So whatever says cold damage there deals radiant
It
damage.
says cold.
Yep, so.
And also, instead of resistance to fire damage, you have resistance to necrotic damage.
Hmm?
So I'm just reskinning the frostbrand.
Yep.
Frostbrand, basically.
Okay, so it's gonna be called Radiant Brand.
I don't know yet.
We'll see. We'll figure it out. Give it a roll.
Okay, roll your attack.
16 to hit.
16. You swing, and she, like, in fear of this blade, backs off just in time, and you swing right past her. Okay. And with that, she is going to cast the spell on herself and disappear.
Okay, I'm just gonna take the time to just break down anything I can.
Okay. She disappears out of sight. The fog sort of starts to clear. What would you like to do from there? You're going to try to break down her...
Yeah. Also, I'm gonna try and break down those statues.
Okay.
I'm just gonna shove them down.
As you look, the horrifying images that were depicted on the statues before begin to transform, and you see a more elven design to them.
Okay then.
The area starts to lose its corruption. The altar here now changes its form as well. Instead of having the skulls and other sort of necromantic like imagery on it, also starts to look more elven in nature as her corruption fades from this place.
And what about those other skulls?
Oh, yeah, the skulls, they also kind of disappear into...
So they just crumble into dust and the dust just blows away?
Yes, and the flames that were sort of emanating from there die down into embers, and you now see, like, it's much more ancient elven design than what you would normally see in these more modern times, but you definitely recognize it as a more elven type of style. Probably an ancient elven druidic style of design.
Okay. And I think we might have to end it here because we only got
Well, we got 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do in this area? Marf comes back as the mist is starting to clear, and you see like this strange, like almost weariness in his eyes, like he's coming out of a daze almost. Several other centaurs start appearing, only about 3 of them, but they kind of come out of the woods and they're looking around.
I'm gonna tell them that we haven't defeated her, but she is gone from this area. Hopefully forever.
Yes, brothers, he has aided us. He has done us a great service in ridding us of the hag that has plagued us.
Very well. You can count yourselves amongst friends in this forest.
And then I'm gonna start putting the blade away.
Okay. So you sheath the blade, or stash the blade in your belt. There is no sheath for it right now.
Yes, I'm gonna have to buy one.
But you would probably still want to research it when you get the chance, because there could potentially be a lot that you don't know about this blade.
Yeah.
A lot of mystery surrounds it.
I'm gonna
Can I
bring
make an
it to
Arcana check on it?
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm gonna bring it to like the smartest guy I know.
Well,
If you
here he is with a 16.
Okay. So this blade definitely emanates a radiant energy. One of you make a history check as well. Actually, no. Just Doris. Doris, make a history check for me.
You better be good at history.
10 flat.
Okay. Rumors tell of an ancient blade wielded by a hero in this realm who fell in love with a beautiful maiden who tricked him. In his misery, he attempted to corrupt his own soul to please her. And in his efforts, the blade that he wielded was shattered and broken. And that's all that you remember. This could possibly be that fabled blade wielded by that corrupted hero.
And that guy we just battled could have been that guy that he tried to.
No. That you'll need to research further.
Yes. I'm just gonna bring this thing to the smartest guy that I know of. And he would be the smartest guy.
EM.
Really? Not even Prime Capocos?
Caparcos maybe. But
Okay, I'm gonna bring
if it has to do with ancient histories, religion, things like that, Eltenmore would probably be a good one. Yeah.
This thing is super ancient.
Yes, it is very ancient. That is for sure.
Okay, like so ancient that like even L10 would have disadvantage
I don't know.
on the
We'll see.
investigation of his teacher.
Alright, so anything else you want to do in the woods here, Tristan? Destructo?
I'm just gonna leave the woods and head up to the village and tell the townsfolk that the snakes and other terrorisms shouldn't be coming.
Okay. Doris, you and Marf escort him to the edge of the wood.
Okay.
Marf assigns you to go along with him and explain what had happened here. You must be the one to tell them. I dare not face those that I have tortured for so long. If it is true that these snakes were torturing these villagers, we were the ones that summoned the snakes to this place. I dare not go and face them. I thank you for your efforts here today.
Fear not, brother. I will tell them the tale, and I will make sure they understand that it was not you, but it was the corruption that drove you to your actions.
Thank you. Thank you, brother. And with that, you guys head back to the village. Tristan, you meet up with the woman that you had met before. What would you like to say?
I am going to tell her that I have ridded this place of the corruption.
Do you tell her the full extent?
Yes.
How do you put it to her? What do you tell her exactly? Like,
I'll just tell her the exact things that happened.
okay, so you tell her about the hag finding the blade. Yeah. Okay. So as you pull out the blade, she doesn't react to it specifically, but she is just in awe of your story. There is one who may know a bit more about this tale that you speak of. These ancient lovers. He is a scholar, has been studying this area for quite some time. He does not live here. And it would be away from your journey back home, but you can seek him out if you wish. And as for you, good sir, I thank you. Should you need anything from us, please let us know. I am glad that this has hopefully come to an end for a time. Thank you. Thank you both. And she looks over at Galax, because remember, she's a halfling. She looks straight at Galax and she says, and thank you, sir. Thank you as well. Galax is just sort of in awe of how friendly she is to him. All right, and with that, I think we will call it a day.
Yes, I will take a
Long rest? Okay. Well, the druid battle went by a lot quicker than I thought, but...
Yeah, but still it was kind of long. It took up like almost an entire hour of our time. And also, I will decide that I will head back to Karamis before heading out to find this guy.
Okay, so you want to head back to Karamis first. Okay, I will take a note of that. But thank you guys, for those of you that tuned in, thank you very much. You can visit beholdgamers.com again to sign up for the Adventure Guild. If you have a kid from 9 to 14 that is interested in Dungeons and Dragons, visit beholdgamers.com to sign up. Thank you to Matt for hanging out with us today, playing a really cool character for a one-shot, basically, for him. We'll see. Maybe he can Skype in at some point. Be sure to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of those social media sites that we're on. Follow us here on this Twitch channel. This video will also be uploaded to our YouTube page on Tuesday. I have a few other videos that I'm going to be releasing in the next couple of days. Tristan and I are going to be taking a break. We're going to head up to a cabin this afternoon and hang out with the rest of the family. And also, last thing is, I am going to be streaming Baldur's Gate on Mondays and Wednesdays in anticipation of the release of the upcoming D&D official book, Candlekeep Mysteries. So Baldur's Gate takes place in around the area around Candlekeep. So come check that out. I'll be streaming Baldur's Gate on Mondays and Wednesdays right here on this Twitch channel. So thank you guys very much.
Well, actually, Baldur's Gate starts out in Candlekeep, but anyways, as we always say, have fun and learn lots.
Have fun.
Bye.
Learn lots. Bye,
Thanks,
guys.
everybody.
And now the awkward part where I have to close the stream where everybody's watching.